Alright, so I don't usually do videos about cars, but I do have a favorite car. I think it is the best looking family type car that's on the road today. Personal opinion, but I'm going to tell you about that car in just a second. Stay tuned. Alright, so the first place we have to start is inside the cab, looking at where the driver's sitting. Very important. I think that it is very intuitive. This is a manual transmission, so we got a 6-speed transmission. There weren't too many of these made. I personally prefer this. It actually is a really fun car to drive. You wouldn't think that a compact car would be fun to drive, but with the manual transmission, it's a lot of fun to drive. Clutch feels good, easy to use, not a hard manual to learn on. Very fun. The gauges are set up nicely. That's your speedometer, odometer, or your tachometer, and such going on there. Temperature gauge, fuel gauge. When you turn it on, you also have other options. This is a 2011 Chevy Cruze, by the way. I don't think I said that. So this is important. This is a Chevy Cruze, a 2011 Chevy Cruze. Right here in the center of the dash, now that I got that out of the way, right in the center of the dash, can you see that? Should have got a menu. I got a tire below. We're going to go back to the menu. Change oil soon. And I can look at a few different things. Trip stuff, navigation, speed, fuel used, vehicle speed, fuel economy. Gets very good gas mileage. If you work really hard at gas mileage, you can get up to 40. I have done that before. You get a vehicle information, battery voltage. You get your tire pressure gauges, which is really nice, and other things. So that's sort of the instrument cluster. Radio is very nice, easy to use. You got your normal presets. I'll turn it off so you can't tell what I'm listening to. Yeah. The only thing that I don't like about this driver section is that instead of putting an unlock and lock on the door like as usual, that's where you'd think it would be. It's right here in the center of the dash. Now, it's nice when you're sitting in here and you're just driving like normal to have that right there. It's really easy to get to, obviously. But you're used to it being right over here on the door. And on the door over here. So that's sort of annoying. And the other thing is that I cannot open my trunk without the key fob. But that's okay. It's not the end of the world. As long as your key fob works. This one does. So I'm going to pop that right now while I'm in the car. And let's go to the next thing. Also very important. Even more important than driving. You can't drive anywhere if you don't have an engine. So let's go look at the engine. Alright, so there was a couple different engine options available with this car. Get the lid open. The base model engine is a 1.8 liter naturally aspirated engine. This is not that engine. This is the 1.4 liter turbocharged engine. Where is it? I gotta find the turbo. I'm not gonna be able to see it, am I? It's over here. Well, I can't really see it. So you're not going to be able to see it, but that's okay. So it's a 1.4 liter turbocharged engine. Battery over here, coolant, brake, fluid. The new batteries are sort of weird because you have this contraption and then you got fuses and deals underneath here. Not fuses, but anyway. It's harder to get to the battery. That's all I was telling you. Again, I said it's a manual transmission, so that's up here. Lots of wiring. And if you ever have a mouse chew the main wiring harness, it's going to be about $3 grand. You can ask me how I know that in the comments. I'll tell you a story. Alright, so that's the engine, very important. Manual transmission. She purrs like a kitten. Alright, let's go with the trunk. Before I open the trunk, I have two things to say. Number one, Chevy sometimes is stupid. And number two, the trunk's messy, so don't care. Alright, so I tell you that that Chevy is stupid sometimes because of this. This right here is a full-size spare. Now, did this come with the car? No, it didn't. It did not come with the car. And I found out the hard way. It comes with a stupid little air pump that has Fix-A-Flat in it. Not very intuitive. I love this car, but I don't like that feature, and it on later models, it's not that way. So let's go back to the front of the car. We'll take a little walk around the car. Some of them have aluminum rims. This has steel rims with hubcaps, which is the lower, the baser model. It's okay. These still look good, but not as good as the solid rims. Overall, I think this car is a very good looking car. I think the styling, it's sort of got that sporty feel to it, but it's practical, if that makes sense. It's not the fastest car in the world. It won't beat you off the line, but it's fun. It's a manual transmission. It looks good. The blue color in this one looks fantastic, and it's just a good looking car, a fun car to drive, a car with nice space, a good trunk, but needs a spare tire. So that's sort of my thoughts on this 2011 Chevy Cruze manual transmission. That's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to